Hey, I'm Family Perfume, and this is my interview with Daboothe and Maxx.
Dooby. Just like magic back in the studio, have an amazing time with amazing people. It is the great show, the humble show. It's the cruising show with Daboothe and friends. And you know what? I literally have so many friends in the studio right now. This is incredible. I have cameraman Sam, who's holding the camera right now, doing his job. We have Saskia. We have KP within the mic. KP, how you doing? You all right?
Yeah, I'm doing swell, thank you very much.
Good. Pleasure to see you. He does our social media stuff. He's done some great things, and he's got some more stuff on the way. But you know what? I said this earlier. The way I'm going to take the show to the next level. So we're hanging out in the heavens. We're hanging out in God. We need to have the man with the plan here. We have Family Perfume. Yo. How are you doing? Do you feel like a better person after helping out the amazing scientist, PB, Professor Booth?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Definitely.
Absolutely.
It's always good to help other people, you know?
Absolutely. And you know what? I feel like you're helping out people as well with your new EP that you've graced us with. And you're very, very new to the game.
Yeah.
I've been kind of listening to your music recently, and I've been kind of like really trying to dissect like what some of your songs are like rooted about. And it's something is like, so I think, oh, you're talking about this, but I have a feeling that you are talking about something completely different. So your last track that we listened to, what we just played right now, Nintendo, what was that one about?
Nintendo, I wrote after doing my first show at Mr. Wolves.
Yeah.
Like growing up, I had a lot of like stage fright and loads of anxiety. So like doing that show and like it being in front of like 50 people and everyone loving it. It was just like a real moment for me, just like getting over my fear, and I just wanted to write a song about that. And like the second verse starts with like me talking about how it impressed my mum. Yeah, my mum's big to me, you know. Yeah. So it was just a big moment for me in my life, you know.
Oh well, that's really good to hear. And so, what was a turning point for you? Because I think that's a thing for a lot of people, that when they're actually trying to get out on stage, they realize that they might have this passion, but that actual turning point for you to get out onto the stage. Was there something in particular that happened for you that you felt like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it, and I'm just gonna boss it?
Yeah, I think it was just the feeling of it's now or never. Like if I don't do it now, the next time I try to do it, I'll have the same fear. So if I just do it now, then that fear will go straight away.
Absolutely, 100%. And so the reaction that you got at Mr. Wolves was...
People loved it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, I had people coming up to me after telling me how good the show was. Like it's an open mic called Fruit Machine.
Fruit Machine, that's actually nice. The poster is actually kind of cool as well.
Yeah.
Is that every week?
Yeah, so it's on every Wednesday from... It's from like 9 p.m. till 12, but obviously right now it's been cancelled because of the virus.
R.I.P.
But it's been a really good space for me to go and sort of figure out how to be on stage, how to like be around the crowd, how to be around other artists on stage, and learning how to share the mic. Like it's been good.
So did you go to performing on stage before actually making music first, or did you actually just start making music in your bedroom and then you just had to like get that boost of confidence to go out?
Yeah. So I started making music first in my room. I started making music in November. Yeah. Just on my laptop, and then I put out my EP in February 1st, and then I started doing shows. I think I started doing shows in January. And then since then, it's just been like full on every week, just doing stuff.
Really?
Creating. Yeah.
2020, new you, new me. I like that.
Pretty much.
It sounds like you've had like a really quick turnover as well.
Yeah, it's been pretty overwhelming.
Yeah. Did you always know you wanted to make music, or was it literally really recently, sort of November, you kind of got into it and you were like, oh, this is kind of my thing?
Music had been my passion since day one. Since I was a child, it's always been my way of just getting away from the world. But my fear to go on stage and stuff like that stopped me from doing it. But then I met my girlfriend, who sort of was just telling me to just keep doing it, like to just try it and just see what happens. And since starting doing it, I've fell in love with it, and I just want to do it all the time.
Yeah, because the way that I first seen you was on Bristol Talent's Instagram. And that they were like filming you. And to be honest, I just thought that you were on stage like doing this for ages, because the way that you do portray yourself is like it's almost like you're a different person the way that you're describing yourself now. But yeah, your new EP For the Music. So was that just a collection of everything? You're just like, you know what, it's time for me to show the world. What was the inspiration behind that?
My inspiration behind that was definitely, I just wanted to get together a selection of songs that I felt like best described what I wanted to sound like in the future. But I'm really happy with the project and what it sounds like.
And have you lived in Bristol like your whole entire life?
I was born here, raised here. Yeah.
So have you had any? So like the one thing that I talk about a lot is like the Bristol music scene, because there's some people which say that the Bristol music scene is rubbish and that they don't really have like a lot of support helping them out. Okay. Has there been any other artists which have kind of like helped you kind of like tweak your game or whatever?
Yeah. So the people that I have been on stage with at Fruit Machine.
Yeah.
Those guys have been amazing. The ats aren't in my head right now, but if you go to the Fruit Machine page on Instagram, they're all over the Instagram, and you can go check them out. But I can't remember the ats right now.
That's cool. That's cool. No worries.
I found it a really helpful place. I found loads of artists that I can talk to. And,
good.
Create with,
Well, that's really good to hear. So have you got any new Bristol artists that you're going to be having any features? Have you got any names that you could shout out?
So I'm planning on doing a project with loads of artists.
Yeah.
At the moment, I just think it would be a good time to get some artists together and make a collaborative album. Yeah. But the people like Posy Days. Oh. He's my friend.
Shout out to him.
Who else? Mike Friesen. My beat maker Jeff. He's killing it right now for me.
Yeah. So do you write or do you make the beats as well?
Yeah. Like, so right now I'm just writing. I don't make the beats. Mm-hmm. But I would love to produce in the future. Yeah. But right now it's early days and I'm just trying to write and make songs.
Do you like ask your producer like I kind of want to sound like this, or do you just kind of with your lyrics you have and the beats you have, you just kind of see if they gel and match, or do you go to producers and you're like, yo, I want it to sound like this and I want it to have a beat bop here and a boop 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 there, or
so the Stormtrooper beat, that was a beat where we were sitting down in my friend's like studio home space and he played me the beat. And then, like, we spoke about the beat, and then he sent me over the beat later. Mm-hmm. So, right now, it's just like, he's just sending me over stuff. But we're going to try to do a project where we sit down and we do the whole thing from scratch together. Mm-hmm. So the writing and the actual beat itself,
Cool. And one thing I got to ask you before we go into our ads. Family Perfume.
Yeah.
The name. How come?
Yeah. So I used to skateboard a lot, like 2 years ago. And there was this album called Family Perfume. That I used to skate to. Yeah. And like, it's not very well known. It's like this massive indie well, I can't say it's a massive indie album if it's unknown.
You can if you want. It could be massive to you.
Yeah, true. It's by White Fence. It's called Family Perfume. There's 2 volumes. Yeah. And I used to just skate to it. Yeah. And it was just a really nice vibe. Yeah. And I just think it's a wholesome name, you know.
Mm-hmm. It is a cool name. It's different, isn't it? I like it.
I would like to apologise for calling you Family Fortunes as well.
Oh, it's fine.
There is a lot of pressure when you're helping out Sharon and PB. So yeah, I'd like to apologise for that. It's fine. But yeah, the on the spot performance you're going to do for us in like a second or so is Stormtrooper. So you did touch on that like a second ago, but what is that one about?
For me, Stormtrooper is about the dialogue you have in your head about if things are going to pop off for you, if no one's going to listen, if people are going to like it. Like the first verse is sort of about having self-doubt, rising from that. And then the second verse is more about like me just being like, you know what, I've got this, I'm going to be fine, people are going to like it, it's good music. And then the third verse is me just like fully being comfortable in myself and who I'm about, and
Absolutely. Well, there you go. We've got Family Perfume here. We're going to be listening to a song by Daboothe now, Blink of an Eye, because we will be back in a blink of an eye and we'll be having his live performance of him doing the thing that he seems quite naturally to do, which is performing live. See you in a second.
In the blink of an eye, I'm on it. Matter of fact, give me